It's a Christmas film with cake in the title. You have my full attention. The Enchanted Christmas Cake was released this year, 2021, directed by Rapone, and stars Dunne as Gavin. He is one of my favourite Christmas film actors. And we also have Durance as our protagonist, Gwen. Gwen has recently inherited a bakery that her recently deceased grandmother owned. She's trying to recreate the Enchanted Christmas cake. And basically, this is a Christmas cake beloved by everybody in the area, but there's an ingredient missing, and she can't work out what it is. All she knows is that it begins with M and A, and I found that quite fun. We know a few ingredients that she's tried that definitely weren't the missing ingredient. It's quite fun to see if you can guess what the ingredient actually would be. I'm not a baker, I don't know that many ingredients that begin with MA, but it was fun. I can confirm I did not get it right. So that's one aspect of it. The other aspect is that she is spending a lot of time with Gavin, played of course by Dunne, and there's a potential romantic interest there, but there's also something that's going to get in the way, and that is a particular celebrity chef with a massive ego for whom Gavin works. And this individual, this chef, could actually exploit Gwen's grandmother's cake and ruin, on the surface, everybody's lives in the process. That's where it gets quite intense, because at one point I thought it was actually going to be quite depressing, and that everything everybody had worked for during the film was just about to be shattered. It was quite intense. Ultimately, it's a pretty good film. It's not the most festive, it's not unfestive, but certainly there are a lot of films that I'd recommend before this one if you're trying to get into the Christmas spirit. Michelle is a character played by Sarah Abbott. I really liked her. She's Gavin's daughter. I thought she brought a nice, youthful energy to this and a fresh perspective. Love her enthusiasm for Shakespeare. It's a good film. I think I would have liked more focus on the TV production aspect of it, or more focusing on the baking aspect of it. There seemed to be a lot of back and forth with no real known direction, but ultimately I feel like it reached its final destination. So even though the journey was a little bit scrappy and a little bit all over the place, I'm happy with how it concluded. Of course, I'm not going to divulge what actually happened, but it took a bit of time to get there, but once it did, I felt like I'd enjoyed the film and I'd watched a really satisfying film. Some very well written characters whose personalities I really like. There are some unpredictable parts of this, particularly surrounding the celebrity chef and what he was going to say in certain situations. Ultimately, if you're looking for a Christmas film that you haven't seen, I'd say The Enchanted Christmas Cake is a pretty sweet one to go for.